For some actors, it's not about how loud they are or how many big speeches they get. It's the way they carry themselves.
They only live to get radical.
I'm telling you straight, it's my way or the highway.
Like they know something the rest of us don't, but they're not in a rush to explain it. You see them, and even before they say a word, you feel it. A quiet stillness, a weight, almost like the camera itself is paying more attention.
Expect the unexpected.
Not everyone can do that. In fact, almost no one can. But when they do, it changes how you watch everything that follows. You lean in closer. You stop waiting for the movie to begin because it already has. There's a reason this actor still comes up in conversations about intensity and heart.
He might be the most intense guy I ever worked with.
Really?
Yeah. He'd be up all night writing and like doing body weight push-ups with his feet up against a wall all night long, and then show up at this set having not slept and wanting you to hear his new demo. He was like a lot. It was great. It was great.
He could hold his own in a fight scene, deliver a line without blinking, and then crack your chest open with a look. He wasn't trying to be tough or sensitive, he just was.
You see, I'm staying and you're going. Oh, really?
You believed the guy had history. You believed he'd made hard choices before you even met him. And in Point Break, he plays a man named Bodhi, a surfer, a thief, and a dreamer.
I'm the bad guy in the movie, but he's got a really wonderful bent on life.
And somehow makes all those things feel like one. You're not watching a villain. You're watching a man try to live by a code that the rest of the world forgot.
You still haven't figured out what riding waves is all about, have you?
As Bodhi, Patrick Swayze brings a kind of honesty that doesn't feel like acting. He's not mugging for the camera, not doing the cool criminal bit. He believes what he's saying, that chasing the next wave, the next jump, the next impossible moment. Those aren't escapes, they're what life is supposed to feel like. And when he robs banks, it's not for yachts or islands or even power, it's for time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are the ex-presidents.
He's stealing moments from a world that wants to keep him on a leash. And in a weird way, you don't judge him for it. If anything, you start to wonder if maybe he's onto something.
We've been screwing you for years, so a few more seconds shouldn't matter, now should it?
This movie isn't your typical good guy versus bad guy setup. It's more like a tug of war between a system that wants control and a group of guys trying to live outside of it.
Felony B&E, felony assault. These guys really fit the profile.
Johnny Utah, played by Keanu Reeves, works for the FBI. He's supposed to follow the rules, carry out the mission, and shut his crew down.
Does either one of you have anything even remotely interesting to tell me?
Caught my first tube this morning.
But Bodhi's world operates on a different rhythm. It's about freedom, adrenaline, and not wasting time. When Utah gets pulled into that, you can feel him start to slip.
Good and mad! Yeah! What do you want to do about it? Feels good, doesn't it?
Like he's realizing the life he's living might not actually be his. The ex-presidents ran their jobs clean, fast, no one hurt, and that was the idea.
Time, Mr. Carter.
60!
LBJ.
We're styling.
But even that fell apart. A guard gets killed, the cracks show. Bodhi starts breaking his own rules, and it's like he can't stop the spiral. There's this tension that builds, not just with the FBI chasing them, but within the group itself.
Relax, Nathaniel.
Don't tell me to relax, Bodhi!
I mean, the only person this is a game to is you, man. This is real.
The purity of the mission starts to slip, and Bodhi looks like he's just trying to keep it together long enough to chase one more wave. That's where the film flips things. These guys don't feel like villains. They've got a charm, a sense of purpose, and they're not doing this for power or greed. They're not textbook heroes either, but there's something about their refusal to settle that hits a nerve.
Like some kind of tribe. They got their own language.
It's that place where you lose yourself and you find yourself.
The world they're pushing against is one that wants people quiet and predictable. Bodhi and his crew want something real, even if they have to steal it.
Just implementing our own personal plan of deregulation, Mr. President. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and please don't forget to vote.
And that's what makes it hit harder, because deep down, most people watching know that feeling, that itch, that low hum in the background telling you that there has to be more than just this.
I just want to sit out here for a minute.
And when Bodhi shows up and acts on that impulse, actually building a life around it, it doesn't feel so crazy.
I'm not a crook.
Bodhi's not perfect, but it seems like he's alive, and that's what Utah sees as well.
I want you to know something. When you shoot, you don't miss.
You start to notice how the movie doesn't treat the system like a neutral backdrop. It's a character in itself.
Over the last 2 weeks, you two have produced exactly squat!
Stubborn, rigid, and indifferent. It doesn't care about motives, only outcomes. The FBI isn't asking why Bodhi does what he does, they just want him gone. The lack of curiosity, that cold efficiency, makes them feel less human than the guys robbing banks.
I mean, that's why I put you two screw-ups together to begin with. You deserve each other, don't you?
Having some people over at my house tonight if you want to come.
Sure. Where?
And yet, it's not like Bodhi's offering some utopia either. His world is dangerous. People get hurt. The lifestyle burns bright but short. It's not sustainable and he knows it. That's what adds that edge of tragedy to everything he does. He's not fighting to win, he's fighting to feel, to go out on his own terms. And if you've ever felt boxed in or trapped, it's hard not to root for that, even just a little. As Utah spends more time around Bodhi, his priorities shift.
So let's go. Time's wasted.
The lines blur. He starts questioning everything.
I believe you're either scared or you're getting too goddamn close to the surfing guru buddy of yours.
The badge, the mission, the rules he used to live by. He's not brainwashed, he's waking up.
Oh, that's what I love about you, Johnny. You are just as sharp as a razor.
And when you watch him go through that, it doesn't feel like a fall.
You guys need any help?
I can't believe you're late to your own raid.
It feels like a guy realizing how small his world really was.
And I suddenly realized that all my goals had been their goals.
Bodhi's not preaching some big philosophy. He's not trying to start a movement. He just lives by what he believes. And if people get it, they get it. And it's not like Bodhi's invincible. He's not bulletproof or all-knowing. He makes mistakes. He loses control. But that's what makes this performance feel so grounded. He's not chasing some fantasy where everything works out. He knows the price, he just thinks it's worth it. And maybe that's what makes him so dangerous.
Utah, there are 3 dead people. One of them's a police officer, huh?
Not the robberies, but the fact that he actually believes in what he's doing. What's wild is how Utah reacts to all of this. He's supposed to stop Bodhi, arrest him, bring him in. But by the time they're standing on that beach at the end, you can see it on his face. He's not just letting him go. He's letting go of the idea that the system always knows best. That doing your job means you're doing the right thing.
I've been working on these for 3 months!
Then you cowboys show up.
The action scenes in Point Break aren't there to just hype you up. They're messy, they're loud and sharp and fast, but they don't feel clean. They shake things up. They make the characters rethink what they're doing. It's not about cool set pieces, it's about showing what happens when belief meets reality and not everyone makes it out. You can feel the weight of every choice Bodhi makes. He knows he's on borrowed time. He knows this isn't sustainable, but he pushes forward anyway, because slowing down would mean giving up on everything he believes in. That commitment, even when it's messy or flawed, is what makes him so hard to look away from.
So I guess that makes us partners, because we both have the same goal.
You also get the sense that Bodhi's life is built like a fuse. There's this strange calm in the way he moves, like he's already made peace with how it's going to end. He doesn't want to survive it, he just wants to feel. That kind of clarity can scare people because it's so rare. All the while, most people are still trying to figure out what they want before the clock runs out.
My whole life I've done things for other people. In high school I played football because my old man expected me to.
And even in the chaos, there's a kind of beauty to how the film presents these choices. No one gets away clean, no one walks off into the sunset.
Now, do you understand these rights I've just given you?
It's messy, it's violent, it's heartbreaking, but it's honest. This movie doesn't sugarcoat the cost of living like Bodhi. It just asks whether the cost of not living that way might be even higher.
I'll bet you lied about everything. I'll bet you lied about your parent!
The people in this film aren't really symbols or stereotypes. They're not filling roles in a morality play. They're just trying to figure it out as they go. You're not waiting for the hero to win, you're just watching 2 worldviews collide and hoping someone makes it out without losing everything. It's not just a movie about bank robberies and surfing. It's about the people who refuse to live on autopilot. It's about what it costs to chase something bigger than survival. And yeah, to most people, it looks like crime, but to them, it just looks like finally waking up. The last wave doesn't wrap things up. It doesn't hand you closure. It leaves you where Utah is, staring into the ocean, unsure of of what comes next. Because when someone like Bodhi walks into your life, nothing feels the same afterwards. Not the rules, not the job, not the story you used to tell yourself. That's not a clean ending, but it is an honest one.